For the longest time, the government threw around this term assault weapon. And as you'll notice, it went from assault rifle to assault weapon. And they've been throwing this term around without really any kind of clear definition of what exactly they were talking about. And I have said in previous videos that I believed it was anything that was a rifle, that was semi-automatic, had a pistol grip, and had detachable magazines. Well, now we have a clear definition straight from their mouths. And what we're looking at is these four qualities, according to the federal government, are an assault weapon. Number one, it has to have a trigger assembly. Well, I've never seen a gun without a trigger. I'm sure they exist somewhere out there, but that's every single gun on the planet right there so far. The second would be a sliding bolt or a bolt carrier group. So now we're getting into something that's a little complicated because a pump action shotgun has a sliding bolt. A lever action rifle has a sliding bolt. But what they're getting at is semi-automatic. I think they're just struggling with how to term that without saying semi-automatic. And the third thing is that it would have an extractor, meaning that once you fire a round, that bolt would then extract the empty casing. And then the fourth thing would be a magazine well. So any gun that has a trigger, that has a sliding bolt, that has an extractor, and has a magazine well. Now we're kind of taking out the pump action and the lever action guns. But this is still most guns out there. And the question was asked for defining it, does this include pistols? And the answer is, yes, it does. Handguns are absolutely included in this if they have a trigger, a sliding bolt, an extractor, and a magazine well. Now, that's pretty much every single handgun with the exception of a revolver. I can't think of many others, maybe a black powder pistol. Offhand, I'm sure there's some other options out there. Offhand, at making this video, I can't think of anything other than a revolver and a black powder pistol. Anything that would take a magazine and anything that has a trigger, anything that has a sliding bolt, and anything that has an extractor is included in the proposed federal government's assault weapons ban. That would, again, include everything except for pump action shotguns, lever action guns, black powder guns, and revolvers. Now, I had mentioned before that in this ban that they had also excluded anything that was rimfire. Well, they also included in this question and answer that yes, 17 HMR, 22 LR, and 22 Magnum are absolutely included as long as there's a trigger, a sliding bolt, an extractor, and a magazine well. So ultimately what they're saying is 99% of the guns that are sold today and 99% of the guns that are in homes today, there would be banned under the current proposed federal assault weapons ban. So there you go. Any thoughts or insights you might have on this, definitely put that below. At least we have a clear definition of what it is they're talking about. Obviously, this is very anti-constitutional, clearly violates the Second Amendment, and there you go. Now, I would like to take a moment and say, most people that watch this channel are not subscribers to this channel. Please take a moment, hit that subscribe button. It greatly increases the algorithm, our ability to get our message out. That link is below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests, and never hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, love guns.